Now, guys, I'm back. I've told y'all I've been trying to upload more, and I have been trying to upload more, but there are problems I've encountered. But I've recently stopped using Premiere Pro. It's kind of too complicated for my taste. I switched over to Wonderama Film, Wondershare Filmorama. Yeah, Filmorama. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a lot more. It's way easier to use. It's way more simple. Everything is pretty much just set out. There's not a bunch of like technical know-how things that you have to do. Everything is straightforward. But the main reason I switched over was because when I was on Premiere Pro, when I would upload content to the application, it was showing up the videos for whatever reason, and I tried to figure out what was the problem. And the problem was that um, the video format wasn't the same as the format that was on the program, but it was supposed to give you like a little caution warning thing. But it didn't give me anything, so I couldn't really change it. But on this brand new app, it changed it right away. Like just right away, it told me right away that there was a problem, and the entire clip got changed, which was great. Now it can completely go in and work fine, and that's where I'm at right now. I've been able to change it, and I also believe this app is also on the Apple Store, so I'm able to like do it on the go, and I'm able to draw more. I'm able to upload more, and hopefully this app is easier to use. Now, and speaking about Premiere Pro, Premiere Pro is way more expensive, and when I was using it, I didn't know that I had signed um, or agreed on a cancellation fee, and the cancellation fee was like $140. I was kind of upset about that, but this app is way cheaper, so it's gonna make up the money. All right, now let's just talk about the hands now. Now, obviously, the first hand was pretty basic. It was like all the other hands. I'm just finishing up the little touches right here, trying to do all the shadow work. Now, this hand was, in my opinion, kind of ugly the way it looked. The way I changed the pinky to make it look better, but it's just kind of one of those ugly hands that, I mean, maybe a better artist could do better, but not me. Now, this hand is better. I kind of feel like the way it's positioned, it's a lot easier to draw. It's a lot easier to break it down, starting off with the thumb, like always, or like how I do it at least. And I will say this: when I was drawing the hand, I feel like I got carried away with the length of the fingers a little bit. I kind of felt like they were too long. But then again, I don't know. But I do want to say that I was. It might look weird, but it was pretty accurate, according to what the actual artist was drawing. Um, the ring finger did look like kind of crooked in a sort of way, but maybe that's a perspective thing. Like the perspective might be from like not you're not staring at it from straight ahead, but you might be staring at it from like up above, and then maybe that's how it looks a little bit off or crooked or something. But maybe not. Maybe it just looks bad. Maybe I just did a bad job. But this was one of the easier hands to draw, even though the fingers do look jacked up. And even the middle finger looks a little bit too straight. I don't really think it looks like it's connected to the hand all too well. Now I'm just adding the little contour lines, maybe showing a little bit of shadow and the way it's supposed to look. But I also do think the contour lines that I do don't look very good, especially when they're not on the palm. When on the fingers, they're really not good. Now I adjusted the position to do a little bit of retouching. Now, the next hand, the next hand was a pointing finger. It should have been one of the easier ones, but I kind of thought it was weird looking the way it just set up. But like always say, start off with the most. Start off with the finger that you want to branch off of, and obviously the pointer finger, in my opinion, was the finger you were branching off from. Now this was one of the hands I thought came out one of the best. I do think the ring finger looks kind of odd, but it's in the back. It's towards the back, so you don't really even see it, and it's shadowed by the other fingers, and the pointer finger is really the most important one. I do like how I did with the little flap of the skin between the pointer finger and the thumb. Now I always get the nails wrong, the perspective of how it's supposed to lay on the thumb is kind of off, but there it is. Now for the next hand is a fist. Now if I'm being completely honest, fists absolutely kill me all the time. I drew this and I erased it, and then I drew it again, and then I erased it again. This one's kind of awkward because if you look at it, you're really only supposed to see two fingers, and then in the crunch between the two fingers, you're supposed to see the shadow of the other fingers. But I just really couldn't get that out, and also the way the thumb was crunched together, and like the little meat part of the like the whole thumb finger, it really looked odd in my opinion. It was really hard to just put something down and stick to it. But there it was. It wasn't the worst of all hands. Now, and I do feel like the wrist, I probably should have caved down for the wrist a little bit more. That one didn't look that bad. I probably should have erased that one. There it goes. That's not too bad. And the also what was weird was the size of the finger was also strange. You're trying to make not a reflection, but trying to make a distinction between the actual thumb and like the rest of like the palm, like the whole meaty part of the palm was kind of hard. Now this hand is pretty much done. There's like small little tinkering things I could have done. I still think the size difference between the pointer finger and the thumb are kind of weird, but I just have to have more practice on closed fist, especially closed fist from that specific angle. It's very strange. And the wrist, I don't think I finished very well. Now I'm just doing contouring lines to make it look better. Now there is one more hand. This hand is just a pointer finger. I always feel like when I'm doing a pointer finger hand, I feel like the pointer finger is just too straight. Maybe it's just too long. Maybe the pointer finger is okay, but then when I tie in the perspective of the rest of the hand, it just comes off kind of wrong. But I don't think this one came out too incredibly ugly. And this is the reason I got out of Premiere Pro, because it just kept cutting off the entire last hand. So like this entire hand would not show when I imported the media. But here it goes. It's not too bad. I got the end of the wrist okay. It's kind of hard to. The thickness of the pointer finger maybe should be thicker, maybe not as long. But that was just the perspective of it. I'm pretty sure that's how the thing looked. Now this is the rest. This is all 10 hands combined. I don't think they look too bad. I think they're okay. Now, although this whole thing might not look the best, I like that I was still able to get it out using a different platform, because Premiere Pro was really was tough for me, to be honest. It was kind of strange. It was really hard to use. But now with this new film application, I could really do a lot better. I think it's easier to use. It's more beginner friendly, and I do believe I'm gonna be able to upload a lot more. But that's what I've said in the past, to be honest. Anyways, God bless you. You guys have a great day. Thank you if you even clicked on this video, and especially thank you if you watched to the end. God bless.